Okay, here we go. This is what you've been waiting for. I've got my powder mixture. I've got my 9mm projectile. I've got the chronograph set up. And I got a water jug over there. And I decided instead of an eighth of a teaspoon, I'm going to use a quarter of a teaspoon. So I'm going to get my little homemade cannon loaded up. If this works, man, I think it's worth a like and a subscribe. And, I've got more ideas. When you're in your off season and you ain't got much to do, you sit around and just think shit up. And that's what I'm doing. So let's get on with this. Let's see what we get. Will the log blow apart? Will it allow it to come out like it did with the air? What speed am I going to get with a quarter of a teaspoon? Will it be enough to penetrate that 1 gallon jug of green liquid? I don't know. Let's find out. Hopefully it don't blow up and kill my phone. So how this is going to work is I'm going to put a quarter of a teaspoon, and then I'm going to use my toilet paper wadding, and then I'm going to put my projectile, and then I'm going to put the fuse in the fuse spot, light it, get back and see what happens. Hope that shows up. It's 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go that much powder on the first round. Let's cut that in half to about 1/8 of a teaspoon. I just don't know how this is going to turn out. So let's start off small and work our way up. Powder away. Toilet paper wadding. Don't want it too tight. That's for sure. So I'm sorry to tease y'all with that short, but again, this is a process. So now, just like with the black powder, we're going to pack it in. Okay, I'm all the way back. Now the projectile. That way, anybody questions this, you can't say that I cheated. And I'm hoping my homemade cannon will work. Question is, can I hit my target? So now I'm going to set up the fuse, flip the camera around, and let's see what happens. Okay, first off, I've got it clamped down. I think I've got it aimed good. Hopefully I don't destroy my chrono. My knees are shaking like a chicken. There's going to be a lot of white smoke because, again, it's like black powder. So here we go. I'm nervous. Fuse in. Make sure recording. Here we go. Epic fail. So we'll see if we got a chrono reading, but it did make it bleed. And the projectile lays right there. Let's get it reloaded with a full 1/4 teaspoon and try it again. 3, 2, 1. It's funny, after watching the video and the last shot not impacting, it's really funny because I clocked the toilet paper wad. I misaimed and the toilet paper flew over the chronograph at 32 feet a second. And I think I know where that bullet hit. See if we can't find it. It hit somewhere right in here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not sure where the bullet is, but right there is where it hit. You can see how the ground is disturbed, but nothing else is. Right there. Question is, did it go actually in the dirt? I don't see it laying on top. Wonder where it went. But I got the toilet paper wadding at, oh look, and right there it lays. So I found that projectile. So we're going to get it cleaned up and we're going to attempt it again, and I'm going to reconfigure my mixture. Well, it's the next day. We're back out here and we're going to see if we can finish off this little adventure with my science project. So my exploding arrows, remember I told you had a penny and a quarter in it. Look what I found when I walked outside today. There's 1 quarter from one shot. And then right over here lays another quarter. And you can see that it's bowed from the impact with the exploding arrow. So I made 50 cents on this video. But now let's get back to it. So here we go again. Another 9mm projectile. You can see my fuse right there for my cannon. I've already got my powder loaded up. Got my wad in there. I'm going to get the projectile set. There you go. And I'm going to get the chronograph turned on and get y'all set up. So stand by. Fire away. Trial and error, right? As y'all saw by the last one, all I did was stick the projectile in there. This time, the projectile is smaller than the barrel. So this time I'm going to put it in a wrap, almost like a sabot. And I'm going to load it up and see if we can't get better results. I'm thinking we will. So I'm going to put it in there, that way it's centered and not sitting at the bottom. Let's see what we can do with that. Ow. Let's see what happened. Oh, she smacked her really good. And I got 90 FPS out of that. So I'm going to load up again, but this time I'm going to use three individual double odd buck pellets. They're much lighter. They should be moving faster and maybe we'll get some penetration. If not, I'm going to go inside real quick, make me up another exploding arrow and see if that works better. So, learning as we go, seeing that putting the 9mm projectile with a wadding to kind of take up some of the mass seemed to work out better. We got 90 feet per second. So this time, 3 double odd buck pellets. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wrap them up into a wadding. That way it'll feel the hole tight. But this time, instead of using a quarter of a teaspoon, I actually used a half a teaspoon. So this should be interesting. Twice the powder load. The 3 double odd buck pellets is way lighter weight, so let's see what happens. Hope my phone don't blow up. "238 feet a second. That is unbelievable. And my cannon's done. Back to the drawing board. It split it there. Split it there. Split it on the front. Hey, if you stuck through the video this far, I really appreciate it. So, a couple of things. One, since my cannon failed catastrophically, I'm going to do a short probably tomorrow. We're going to tear that wood apart and take a look at the inside. See what happens. See if the metal pipe's damaged, if it fractured. If you want to help support the channel, you can jump over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee /NC Mountain Adventures. You can make a one-time donation by buying one snack or multiple snacks. You don't have to have a membership. It's safe and secure, but I am working on doing memberships. That's where I'm going to start putting bonus footage of videos like this, as well as for the members over there. Once I get that set up, I'm going to put videos over there that will never make it to the YouTube platform. So let's see what will happen with the arrow. My intentions is to destroy this jug of water. I have failed so far. I'm curious to see if the exploding arrow will be any different than the cannon. So let's get back to the video, and I need your opinion in the comments below. Let me know, do you want to see more exploding arrow, or do you want to see me get a bigger piece of wood and continue trying to make this homemade cannon? Maybe with the next homemade cannon I actually get black powder, just like you would load in a black powder gun, and maybe go that way and see what will happen. But let me know down below. Oh no, we're not done yet. So we saw what it does to my cannon. I destroyed it. Back to the old drawing board. I think I'm going to step it up to a 6x6, or I'm going to get me an 8x8, and we're going to repeat the process. I don't give up that easily. So we know that this right here works. Did a pretty good job on the tablet. Will it do the same to the water? I hope I don't hit my phone, because that's going to suck. Well, let's get to it. One time it's too heavy. The next time it's too light. I shot like this high over the fucking target. Without a doubt, I think that jug would have been destroyed. So we're going to continue. I should have been closer, so there's the jug. And that right there is where that arrow hit. So if that dirt set it off, I know that if I'd hit that jug, it would have set it off. And I really think that jug would have exploded. What do we do? If at first we don't succeed, we try again. So after a short recess and a bite to eat, seeing as how I missed the last shot, I made me another one. And right there sits our jug. It's much closer. Should have impact. Let's see if the half a teaspoon in the arrow will create more damage working like a shape charge than it does trying to fire it out of the cannon. Again, the cannon's not done. It's just to be continued. I think I got green shit on my head too now, but I would say that exploding arrow is pretty good working like a shape charge. That's actually impressive. To be continued. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in and watching. As always, eyes open, no fear. Have fun out there.